Hello and welcome again to my thoughts. Today I've been thinking about the singularity. That's also because, in part, I heard about the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, talking about it as a concept and how he believes the singularity is going to occur. The way that I knew about it was from the movies. I'm not a computer scientist. I did study a little bit of computer science earlier on, but I'm not like deep into this stuff. So my understanding of half the terms in and around the AI space are of someone who doesn't really know what they're doing. But I do see that there's enough happening that more people just need to put their heads in and not be intimidated as much, and to actually see and realize what's happening and how they can actually figure out ways to produce new goods and services that they otherwise would have not been able to, with the help of the new tools and capabilities that AI is bringing in real time. Because as it is improving, um, I think the shock, if we let most of these systems improve too much without enough people understanding what's going on, we might create a mess in society where, I mean, for example, misinformation would probably be one of those things that would go out of control. So if more people have a more deeper understanding of the things that can be fake and how fake things are being produced with AI. I mean, like fake videos about celebrities maybe saying something, you don't want to hear, a politician pushing out a message that they didn't actually author, to it's like so many things can happen. But I think if more people are aware of the tools, maybe it would make society a little bit more resilient, and the transition into a world of AI would be a smooth one. These are just thoughts that I have. I don't know if they have any merit, but I do have some conviction about how this could also help be part of the solution. If I'm able to touch someone, even one person, and inspire them to go out and explore before that they would have otherwise explored all the tools and capabilities that are coming out because of AI, maybe they could also help make the world a better place. And I don't know. When you think about AI, a lot of it feels like it's gloom and doom in a way. Because the first thing that people think about is that jobs are going away. That is a doom and gloom scenario. Or it's like there are people who are discussing like whether or not we're going to end up having like a meaning of life crisis, where since a lot of us, our identities are tied to what we do, and if what we do goes away, who are we? Like, let's say I'm thinking of a profession where, let's say you're a police officer, and then hypothetical situation where all policing is now done by robots, for example. Ish, that's too science fiction. But I mean, it's just an example. If that was to happen, what does that police officer now feel like their purpose in life is if they were devoted to serving and protecting? Is that what police officers do? Maybe I chose the bad example of a profession, but I hope you at least understand like the what I was trying to go for. You can make the same thing for any other profession you can think of. But if a profession is to go away because of efficiencies that AI is going to bring, what do those people become? So is it like we need to figure out a way to find new meanings of life beyond the things that we do in terms of work? Man, I went around in circles to try and make such a simple point. I should next time I think I should probably start writing things down and then not go around in circles. But if anyone has watched to this point, maybe you can comment and let me know, do you think that's something that I should do? I'm still trying to figure out how to make content on YouTube. It's like it's a whole new world. Talking to a camera by yourself is, I mean, it's gonna get some getting used to. If I want to hold eye contact, I'm basically looking at a lens. I don't know. But I guess I need to get used to it and I need to stop talking about me getting used to it. But, well, that's just me going on. Forgetting now what point I was actually making. Now, I think I was talking about the singularity. Like that's how I started this session of thinking. And I did say I'm going to attach Sam Altman's take on the singularity and maybe a few other papers that were written about it if you wanted more. But then the way I think of it is that these AI systems, as they are being built by the different companies that are building them, they all want to build their own system that is going to be better than the other, or everyone wants to outdo the other one. In this, I mean, people are calling it the AI race. Everyone is trying to be number one. I think once they become smart enough, these systems, as individuals, maybe they realize that the most efficient way to operate is to become one thing. And then so I don't know if these people are building these systems in silos only to eventually have them all decide to become one system. I don't know. That's how I think the singularity is going to happen. I mean, the movie version that I remember from iRobot, but then I watched iRobot such a long time ago, so I could be wrong. But they were connecting the system to some sort of was it a power or data center? So it was getting a new. I'm gonna have to watch that movie again. But it feels like we're living through the iRobot movie. This used to be like science fiction, but it's like we can talk about it like it's tangible reality, and it's scary and fascinating at the same time. I don't know. What do you think about the singularity? What do you think an AI system that is capable of doing anything that it wants, what sort of decisions is it going to make? Because it then makes you ask a question like, what sort of creatures, I don't know if I should call us as humans creatures, but I guess we are creatures, just like all the other creatures on Earth. If there is an intelligence that is beyond us, like how do I want to put this? I'm failing to find like the exact words that would convey what I'm thinking, but it's like I'm trying to figure out a way to describe whether we are, like, how would we treat ourselves if we were smarter than ourselves and could look at ourselves objectively from that is, I don't know if that just sounds confusing and just some words that are put together, but it's an interesting thought that I thought I didn't think I should share it, but it just came out. But yeah, the singularity, it's an interesting concept and an idea, and might be a reality. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If anyone watches up until this point, maybe you might want to tune in again and see what I'm thinking again tomorrow. I think I'm going to try and make these a daily occurrence every time I get home. When I sit down and I think to myself, maybe I'll just share what I'm thinking. It's mostly going to be around AI because this is the only thing that's been occupying my mind for the past recent few months, only because of the sheer scale of the amount of progress and sophistication of the capabilities these systems are becoming or able to handle. Well, until tomorrow. Good night.